I have a problem with registering my brand. What up, YT? We're just getting started with an Amazon FBA Q&A. What's good? I have a problem with registering my brand with the ID of the product. What's the issue? So you're making like 6 M's a year. A little less. So 40%, this is yearly sales on this account, but then I have a few other 7-figure seller accounts. And then we, of course, sell on like Shopify and TikTok Shop. So it's in terms of profit, it's a little less. In terms of top line revenue, it's close to 8 figures. I was about to say 10 figures, not 10 figures. What's the best product to start? There's lots of good products out there. It's about doing product research. Nobody's necessarily going to just give you, oh, bro, this is a good product to sell when there's, a bunch of other people on the live. But, I can tell you the criteria that I use to find good products. What are the startup costs that you can write off in your first year of business of e-commerce? Number one, I am not a CPA. So not financial advice. Take this for a grain of salt because I give this all to my CPA. But your cost of goods, your shipping, your FBA fees, your ad spend. If you join the AMZ Masterclass, that's considered a business write-off, by the way. Any equipment that you buy for the business. Yeah, I thought about the covers, but if you say they are not good, I'm asking you, then what product? A product that meets a good product criteria. Like I said, I don't just hand out products for people to sell. I teach y'all how to fish. I don't just hand you an all-you-can-eat fish. Do you respond to chat? What up, Caleb? Yes, I do. Sometimes I'm a little focused on the TikTok chat, so no wholesale at all. Not worth my time. No, not at all. I wouldn't get out of bed in the morning for 10% margins, or having to do all of that work. What products do you sell? So my top categories are health and household, home and kitchen / home decor, office products, baby products, and toys and games. Those are my top ones. That doesn't mean those are the only categories that are solid. Get out of here, Alex. Not even close, brother. Alex, one of my students. Alex always trolling. He does, he used to do, or I guess he still does, but he did wholesale and he's transitioning over to private label. Ever tried drop shipping? No. Before I started Amazon, I was not business oriented. That just wasn't me. I was working a warehouse job, $13 an hour. And then I got introduced to Amazon private label, started that, hit the ground running, had some success early on, and then have been doing it for the last nearly 7 years. 4 months short. 4 months? 4 months short of 7 years right now. Since January 2019 is when I launched my very first product on Amazon. And so when you find something that works, you're not necessarily going to go dabble in all these other things, because I have a proven strategy, a proven formula. I go launch I have over a 70% success rate in not losing money on products. So when you have that good of a success rate, when you have the knowledge that I've accumulated, I'm not going to go learn a whole other business. Now I sell products on Shopify, and then, sorry, I was reading this one. I'll get to that in a sec, Paul. There's a couple other questions before. But we sell on other platforms, but Amazon is my bread and butter. I don't know what I got on my shirt, son. How do I start? Step 1, create an Amazon seller account. Step 2, get a product research software, find a potential product to sell. I have thousands of videos on my TikTok, y'all, so make sure that you're tapped in and are watching the content, seeing all the videos I post. I have full tutorials, guides, every single step, every single aspect about Amazon. Is it better to sell your own products or products from brands that already exist? Your own products, in my opinion. Do you prefer to buy stores that are already built, or do you prefer to build everything from the ground up? Everything from the ground up. God first, thank you for the follow. Wholesale OA, neither. Neither are worth my time, Zon. I do private label. I'm the brand owner, not a reseller of a brand. I was saying this on yesterday's live that, like, if you're going to go sell Nike and Adidas, you might as well just get hired by Nike. Be a sales rep for them. Haas, thank you so much for the follow. What do you drive? Nothing special, bro. I probably drive a car just like all of y'all. That's not where I put my money. I'm not really into it. Like, I like the, nice watches and stuff like that. But my thing is traveling. Y'all can check out Luke Basha Travels. I'll probably, generally be out of the country anywhere from like 3 to 6 months of the year. And my business is still operating and growing. I'll go drop 100 plus G's on vacations, but I won't drop 100 plus G's on a car. Also, I know I look older, but I'm fairly young. So I'm still building. I'm at a place that I'm very blessed, and most people, and I say this respectfully, not talking about anyone in this live, but just in general, based on statistics, I'm at a place where most people will not ever reach in life, but I'm here and I'm trying to get up here. Best producer for products, Alibaba. Yeah, Alibaba's not the producer of products, but yeah, you can get products on Alibaba. Think of Alibaba like Amazon. It's the manufacturer version of Amazon. How you go on Amazon and you buy other people's products, you go on Alibaba and you buy manufacturer, or you contact manufacturers who are on the platform. Out. Thank you for the follow. Paul, thank you for the follow. Oops, I skipped your question, Paul. Sorry. Do you prefer to buy? No, I actually did answer that. Sorry. I thought I didn't for some reason. How old are you? Take a guess. Everybody take a guess how old you think I am. If you know the answer, don't guess. Because there's always people who are always up in the lives. I appreciate all of you. I'll tell you, by the way, but let's see if y'all can guess how old I am. 23, that's a good guess, but no. Do you work with American manufacturers or Chinese or Alibaba? So Alibaba is not a manufacturer. It's a platform where manufacturers are, but I have manufacturers in, a little older out. I'm 26. I have manufacturers who are in, hold on. Who are in China, USA, India, Pakistan. Hey, bro, how to deal with hijackers? Get brand registered. That's going to be the fast track ticket to getting hijackers off of your listing. And then you would just submit a case with Amazon brand registry, file an IP complaint, and you should be able to get them off. I have brand registry. Then, so contact Amazon brand registry, put in an IP complaint, and then they should be able to help you. That's another big reason why you want to get a trademark linked. Is brand registry worth the price if I just started? Yes. If you asked me that 3 years ago, I would have said that you can wait to get proof of concept, but sorry, I was just messaging somebody. But nowadays the landscape of Amazon has changed to where, like, it's going to give you tools that are just invaluable to your success on Amazon, as well as extra ad types, A+ content, a lot of things that you would want. I thought Amazon doesn't allow Chinese manufacturers. Where should I find the best manufacturers? No, that's incorrect. the information online is a little bit jumbled, Jack, because so many people make content about arbitrage and wholesale. You can't use Chinese manufacturers for those business models. For private label, it doesn't matter. Amazon literally, when you're shipping products, has an option to get your product shipped from China. So no, that is a misconception. How many products do you have, like a range from 100 to 500 or something like that, or just a couple? Including, usually every day there's at least one time where I like to entertain these comments, but I don't know if right now is the time. Actually, let's entertain it. Let me answer this question, then we'll entertain it. The dude will probably be gone out of the live by the time I get to it, but we'll still go to it. But yeah, including variations, 50 plus products. So there's a word in the dictionary called ignorance, right? Ignorance is the lack of knowing. Clearly doesn't know what an MLM is. Number two, usually when people come in and they see somebody making a bunch of, don't get me wrong, there's a bunch of nonsense online. I'm not oblivious to that. But usually when somebody comes in and sees somebody making money and teaching people, which I'll touch on that point in a second, one of two things is going through their head. Actually, really just one. They can never picture themselves being successful. And they can never picture themselves being successful in teaching other people. But I'm going to put you all up on some game. How do you think that I learned how to sell on Amazon? Do you think God one day was just like, Luke, you shall know everything about Amazon? Or do you think that I learned from people who were more successful than me, who also made content, my mentors, who were my cousins, right? So yeah, that's my one. Like I said, I always gotta entertain one of those comments at least one time. That was my one for the day. Luke Hughes, Jungle Scout, and Hento, Data Dive. Do you have a step-by-step guide on your TikTok or YouTube? Yes, sir, both. My last YT video is a step-by-step guide I created. I have a few more on there. I have a free course on TikTok. I have 1,200 plus videos on TikTok. Just in the last 2 days, see if you can guess how many TikTok videos that I made. All of which are just giving people free game. Best country so far for manufacturing / pricing in your experience? China. I think China will always be winning. Hey bro, I just opened my Amazon seller account and I can't get feature offer eligible. I have a professional account. Are you doing, what business model are you doing, Titan? China research, they make financial market content. We'll see. I mean, send it to me, Sea Urchin. How's India doing? And do you have a free Discord? No, bro. I do these lives every day. Well, 5-6 days a week, an hour a day for y'all to ask questions. And then also, I have 100 plus videos. So no, I don't do like a free Discord. I feel like I do quite a lot on the free side, but I have no interest in the Discord. Because I'm having problems and it's very hard because they ask so many questions that I don't know. Like what? Jack, thank you so much for the follow. Appreciate you. I'm doing FBM away and pricing it competitively. You will lose to anybody who's doing FBA, Titan. FBA is always going to have priority. Yana and Nadine, thank you both so much for the follow. Appreciate y'all. And everybody who's in the live vibe and asking questions. Like I said, do these lives about 6 days a week. Take an hour out of the day to just help people, answer people's questions. And so I do it for y'all. So I appreciate the follows. Yeah, like brand questions. And I need to register my brand first, but it's quite expensive. What define expensive? Because I know expensive can be relative to everybody, but what are some quotes that you're getting? China manufacturers shipping time is far slower, right? My manufacturers don't ship my products. I have a freight forwarder who ships my products. We do I'll never do air shipping, but we do fast sea shipping, and generally that's going to be 25 to 30 days, which is pretty standard. It's coming from across the world. They're all FBM. It's as soon as I create the listing, it says no feature offer eligible. Alex, what you got, bro? What you got from my boy here? Guys, because I don't do arbitrage and wholesale, I win the buy box all day, every day. I know the buy box circulates and stuff like that, but nobody else is on my listing. Price is too high. There we go. But yeah, nobody else is on my listing. I don't have to compete for the buy box. I win the featured offer all day, every day. So that's one of the many beauties of having your own brand on Amazon as opposed to reselling existing brands. Where do you find the products? I do product research with a product research software, something like Data Dive, and then I will contact manufacturers on Alibaba. Nowadays, I use a sourcing agent. As a beginner, I think Alibaba is great. We'll still sometimes use Alibaba. Remember though, Alibaba is not the manufacturer themselves. Alibaba is a platform where manufacturers start. Do you think it would be smart to start off with US manufacturing or air shipping to get initial inventory fast? Nope. No, sirree, I do not. Hey, Luke, if you do a scan on Helium 10 or Data Dive in March and then June, will different products show up if you use the criteria in the mentorship? Yes, sometimes. If you're just looking from March to June, you're not going to see it go from like 600 average reviews to 3,000 average reviews. Like, it's not going to be anything significant, but you may see new competitors come into the market. Yes. It's probably not because you have a new account. No, I listed the product for $1. That is like $30 and still didn't get it. So Amazon's probably seeing that as price manipulation, Titan. I knew somebody who did that. They had like they had like a $250 product. They dropped the price down significantly to try to get some initial reviews, and then they tried to just instantly raise back up their price by like $150, and they lost the featured offer because Amazon saw it as price manipulation. So they had to like slowly increase. I'm from Italy. Should I ship across all Europe or just in Italy? I mean, if you want to sell in the US platform from Italy, you can. By the way, I won't say when and I won't say exactly where, but Italy is probably going to be my next vacation that I go to. But if you're going to sell in the US, you still follow the same process that I use. So you would, even if you're in Italy, you would get products manufactured in China and have them shipped directly to Amazon's fulfillment centers in the US. What percentage is profit on this account? 40% after everything. Thank you for sharing. Respect. I got you, Flower. I do it for the people, my friend. I saw somebody say, I saw a sound on TikTok that said that. That's funny. I'm neither, brother. I don't know if I could say this on TikTok Live. We built the pyramids. We don't own 7-Elevens or 9/11. How do I do that? It would literally be the same process. What commission rate products should I mainly aim for? Are you referring to profit margin? You want to be at least at a 30% profit margin after FBA fees, cost of goods, and shipping. Oh, you Egyptian? Yes, sir. 100% pure bread. I was going to say pure blood, pure bread. Starting out with a VA assistant, there's no need for you to do that. Hey, bro, how you doing? I am doing good, my friend. Guys, I mean, I have over 50 plus products on Amazon, and I have one VA for my Amazon businesses. So you don't need anybody to do this the way that I do it. And the barcode, should I let them print from the manufacturer? Of course, right? Yes, exactly. You wouldn't have to touch the product, bro. So like, I don't touch the products. It's not drop shipping, but I don't touch the products that I sell. It goes from, first off, order a sample. So just one unit. I touch, make sure the quality is good. And then once I place my order and it's done, my freight forwarding company that I created ships my, and you don't need to create your own freight forwarding company. This is just something I created for myself and my students. But whether it's your manufacturer or a freight forwarder, they're going to ship your products. You're going to create a shipment on Amazon. You're going to send the PDF labels to your manufacturer. They're going to put those on the shipping boxes. Then they're going to ship it from overseas to the US, Amazon's fulfillment centers. Amazon's going to store the products. Every time you get an order, they pick, pack, and ship it to the customer. Would it be smart to have a hybrid account, half wholesale, half while starting private label? No, not even a little bit. Too many issues arise with wholesale where if you don't do it right, or you listen to these busters online who are telling people to use target receipts and ways, little hacks to get ungated that aren't per Amazon's guidelines, and then you get your account shut down, you just lost your private label account too. But how I answered that. Just one quick question. Do you recommend doing logistics yourself in the beginning? No, I don't recommend doing logistics yourself ever. Get a freight forwarding company. Freightos, Forwarder One. Literally doing logistics yourself would be the last part of this business that I would ever do. So I just tell the manufacturer to print the shipping label, shipping code that I received from Amazon. You'll get a shipping label plate. But yes, essentially that's correct. They would print the label. And manufacturers know this. Like most manufacturers that you contact will have some general understanding of Amazon because they either sell on Amazon or they've had people who sell on Amazon before, like other customers. So they're going to know exactly what to do, you know? Slade, thank you so much for the follow. Appreciate you. Let's get it going. I lost my account 2 years ago due to drop shipping. Please help me get it back. Unfortunately, brother, I am not Amazon seller support. So I can't help you get it back, but you did break Amazon's terms of service. Drop shipping is a big no-no when it comes to Amazon. So the only way is you're going to have to deal with that with Amazon seller support. Real quick, YT comment. What exactly does a freight forwarding company do? Ship your products. Their whole job is shipping, Lino. How did you find your first private label product to sell? Doing product research, same as I find my products to sell now. I had mentors when I started, my cousins. I was working for them at their warehouse. They own an Amazon business, pretty large Amazon business. How old did you start? I was 19. I'm 26 right now. How easy is Amazon Associates? Amazon Associates? What do you mean? Wow, respect. Yep. It's been a fun journey. It has been a fun journey, and I'm very blessed that I found Amazon. It's weird because, well, keep asking questions. While I wait for more questions, I'll touch on this, but it's weird because I was at what a lot of people would consider like a rock bottom time in life. And like looking back on that, like so many people are like, why is this happening to me? Why is this happening to me? But looking back on life, had I not been at that point, I would not be selling on Amazon, and I would not be here with, teaching all of you. Amazon deactivated one of my accounts with 100K in it. Do you know how long they hold funds for? Oh, it depends why they deactivated your account, bro. Amazon is a little tricky with that stuff. I mean, I recently, as in the last 2 years, I lost an Amazon seller account. That was not necessarily my fault, but I'll still take accountability for it. It wasn't Amazon's fault, although they do have the worst systems ever. And we had about, I'm forgetting the exact number, like between 30 and 50K worth of inventory there. We lost it all. They sent us back one pallet with 42 units. It was a year of fighting with Amazon. We even got legal counsel, and they said that we would probably win a case if we went in a legal battle with them. But are we going to sue Amazon, spend hundreds of thousands of dollars? Amazon is, sit there and drag the case out. Just wouldn't be worth it. Get to that in 1 sec, Lino. Thoughts on when you should call it on a product? I have gotten a few sales, not a lot. How many reviews do you have, Biz? The 100K is stuck in the payment balance. It's going to depend why you got your account deactivated, missionary. Per Amazon's terms of service, their fine print, they could technically hold the funds. Looking back, what were the biggest challenges you had to overcome mentally to succeed over time at different stages of your success? I'm wondering what challenges you faced the more successful you got. Every challenge, and I don't just say that to give you an easy answer, but literally everything in the book that you can think of, I have had happen to me on my Amazon journey. I've had failed products. I've gotten scammed by a manufacturer. I've lost money on ads. I've had accounts deactivated. I lost, like I just was saying, lost 50 G's in inventory to Amazon, just gone. I got products shut down. I've had compliance issues. So all of those things. And I would say the biggest, oh man, Biz, hold on, bro. You stay in the live, brother. Stay in the line. Hold on. There's a lot of questions that I really want to answer, but let me just finish this answer. So I've had all these issues, and I think that the biggest thing that I had to overcome, how do I word this in a good way, was learning to overcome those challenges, being resilient. So resilience is one of my favorite traits and words and all of that, because you're going to have a lot of things go wrong if you want to have the numbers that I get on Amazon. You will experience a lot of hardships. You will experience failures. You will experience things that just don't go your way. And when I first started, I would think that the sky is falling, the sky is falling. Every little thing is the worst thing that's ever happened in business. But you just push through, and it makes you a better entrepreneur. The reason why I can be so level-headed, the reason why I have such a high success rate on Amazon now, the reason why I honestly feel like I am one of the best when it comes to Amazon, not the best, there's people who are better than me, but one of the best is because of all of the issues and challenges I went through. Okay, now I want to get to this. 3 reviews, it was recommended to liquidate my ads since my ads aren't converting. Whoever gave you that advice, Busy, never listen to them again. Let me repeat that. Whoever gave you the advice to liquidate a product that had 3 reviews, please do me a favor, my friend. Never listen to them again. If they make content, please send me their username. I would love to see the type of information that they're giving out. Bro, you have 3 reviews. Your ads aren't converting because you don't have reviews, and you probably don't have an optimized product listing. I would not liquidate a product until I did everything in my power to make that product work. And then side note, I don't even run PPC ads until I have 10 to 15 reviews. I will not turn on an ad. I will not spend $1 on ads if I don't have at least that many reviews. And then I continue. Busy, I don't know if you sell on Amazon, and I'm not trying to come at you, my friend. I'm actually whoever told you to liquidate, again, terrible advice. That's annoying. That was the advice that you were given. But how many times have you at scale, let's say you're going to go buy 10 items on Amazon. How many of them have 3 reviews? Probably none of them. They all probably have a decent amount of reviews, definitely more than 3. It was a coach and KP group. They told me my product variation was tough to sell in the market. What coach, bro? That's like me and KP are friends. But that's literally terrible advice. Genuinely terrible advice. Like they didn't tell you, hey, you should optimize your listing. Hey, you should work on getting more reviews. They didn't tell you to not even run ads before you had with only 3 reviews on your listing. I would, like, personally, bro, I would never listen to that person again. Hey, Tech, please don't spam, brother. It doesn't make me, actually, bro, I just got to hit that with the mute. That's, go on timeout. Terrible, again, I'm going to say it again, terrible advice. We'll leave it at that. Please don't listen to that person ever again. Yeah, I don't know a coach or teacher or mentor who would give that kind of advice who's actually successful on Amazon. Oh, liquidate a product with 3 reviews. What? Okay, sorry, I had to go on a rant with that one. Jesus, thank you for the follow. Alibaba seems scammy, or am I wrong to think that? That is incorrect, my friend. Alibaba is the equivalent of Amazon for manufacturers. Are there cheap quality products on Amazon? Yes. But do you also have some of the best and top brands on Amazon? Yes. Alibaba is the same thing. Are there probably some cheap manufacturers on there? Remember, you guys got to kind of get out of your head that you're buying products from Alibaba. You're buying products from manufacturers who have their products listed on Alibaba. I mean, they did, and we worked on images a lot, but yeah, reviews were not coming in. I mean, bro, get Vine. Ask friends and family to support your business. But what do you mean they did? I accidentally skipped me to the bottom here, but I love to prove the hater or the busters wrong. So let's actually pin this. Oops, nope, don't mute, pin. So let's pin this. So bro says your percentage and amount has been the same for the past few months. You, sir, I know have not come into the lives very often because I update my sales every single month. Literally was just saying at the beginning of the live that I need to update it because it's been a couple days over the month that I have not updated it. But you say that it's been different for the past few months, right? This was from last month, 28%, 3.6 million. And then we come over here, 32%, 3.7 million. So that was, it's a little bit incorrect, my friend. But go off, my guy. Is it hard to start wholesale business? I don't do wholesale, not worth my time. I already have the funds to start 130K extra. You should start your own brand, not wholesale. Wholesale is not a real business, just a glorified reseller. My new thing is saying, if you want to sell Nike and Adidas or whatever products, go get a job with Nike, be a sales rep for them. You'll make your commission. You'll probably make a more commission than you would doing wholesale. Or go start your own brand. Be the business owner. Create something that you can go on to sell one day. I've came across your live quite a few times. Oh, here he also said, I've came across your live quite a few times and the sale order is the same. Well, no, sir, I actually just proved you wrong. So God bless. Silent, if you're still in here, take a screenshot. You know how to do that? Take a screenshot. Stay tuned for when it gets updated again, just so you can remember. I mean, they did. I answered that. Nimcode, thank you so much for the follow. How did you go with reviews? Allegedly, not suggesting this, friends and family. And also the Amazon Vine program is going to be your best friend. I've launched a new product worth $20 at $10 price with $50 PPC spend per day. What do you mean? With $20 at a $10 price? What do you mean by that? That sounds a little contradicting unless I just misread it. I personally don't launch products that are under $30 nowadays. Bro, how much money do you need to start? I would say 3 to 6K USD, but it's really going to depend. Majority of the products that I've launched recently were under that 5K mark, and that's all in for everything. Hello, brother. How long have you been an active seller on Amazon? Almost 7 years. How do you make a new Amazon account? Technically, it's against Amazon's TOS to have multiple Amazon accounts unless they make an exemption for you. YT comment, man, great answer. It really does seem like resilience is one of the most important skills out there. Bit of a tough question, but how would you be resilient? But how would you resilience? What would be your path to business? If I answer that correct, you mean like if I wasn't doing what I do now, how would I be resilient? Or could you expand on that, Lino? Hey man, I'm running my campaign and I have like 1.6K reviews, but like 3 clicks. What do you think? You either have a low CTR or too low of bids, Aiden. Do you use separate devices /IPs? Yes. Luke, it's going really good the past few days. Let's go, sheep. How would you train resilience? Wrote that wrong, my bad. Also, y'all, if you're like, what questions am I answering? We have YT and we have TikTok live at the same time. But I don't think it's something that's trained. It's kind of like you can read all the books that you want about what do you call it? Like swinging a baseball, like learning how to hit a bat. But until you actually step up to the plate, I don't even like baseball. I don't know why I use this as an analogy, but I just feel like everybody knows baseball and the basic fundamentals of it. But you're actually going to get better every time you step up to the bat. You're going to get better with every miss. So to be in the Hall of Fame for baseball, I think you have to have like a 0.3 something batting average. That's 30%. So you're not going to win every single time, but it's overcoming that miss, overcoming that strikeout, and just coming back better every single time. Big up, sheep. Yes, sir. Big up. 1.6K impressions, only like 3 clicks. Yeah, you have a low CTR. What would that be? Let's look at that CTR. 3 divided by 1600. Yeah, bro, that's and I don't say this, I don't try to be mean when I say this, Aiden, but you have a terrible CTR. I'm curious, bro, like how many reviews do you have? I ask this question often because I get a lot of comments where people are like, I'm having this issue, and then they don't really have reviews or they haven't necessarily made optimizations to their listing. That's the biggest thing that I think people who sell on Amazon and teach on Amazon should teach. It's like a lot of people make it seem like, oh, you just launch a product on Amazon, throw up some ads, and you're going to start making money. But that's not the case. That's not how it works. Yo, what is up, brother? What's good, Kevin? Opening a new account has been my biggest issue, just not knowing what I can and can't do. What do I need to change? Nothing about the new accounts could link, missionary. I don't like giving this advice on live, bro, because one small issue and you lose all your accounts. So just take that with a grain of salt. But literally nothing between the two businesses can link. Bro, what should I do to get subscription on Amazon Vine? Is it expensive? You just submit your products into Vine program. You're essentially paying for however many products that you submit into the Vine program, as well as these shipping fees. What if the product is a set and you basically took something from every of the top seller? If you created a hybrid, so like the example I'll use is like a whiteboard One seller does markers, one seller does erasers, one seller does a magnetic board, and you combine all of those things and not one seller has everything that you have, I think that's a good differentiator. Okay, thanks. I don't have much reviews. I've been trying to get working on them. Bro, if you don't have at least 10 to 15 reviews, I wouldn't even be running Amazon ads. That's my personal opinion. Get into Vine program. Allegedly, not suggesting this, allegedly I know people who do or utilize friends and family. But yeah, I mean, reviews are social proof on Amazon. Customers can't touch, feel, or look at your product in person. Are you sure they cannot link to the same computer / IP / iPhone? Am I sure? Yes, I'm sure. Nothing can link. If anything links, it'll get flagged and you'll lose both your accounts. I mean, I guess you already lost one, but you'll lose the new account. Garages, thank you so much for sharing the live. Appreciate you. I'm loving your advice, man. Thanks. How do you minimize your risk when deciding to launch a product? This is a great question. Hopefully everyone will be able to get value from this. There is no such thing as business without risk. But somebody who is good at business finds ways to mitigate that risk. So do I just go launch any product that I think of on Amazon? No, I use a very strict product criteria. If that product meets all of the criteria, then sweet, I'm doing something to mitigate my risk. I'm finding ways to add value into the market, mitigating my risk. I'm not launching ads with 0 to little reviews, mitigating my risk. Sticking to the fundamentals of what makes a successful business successful and not just like trying to throw a dart at the wall and hoping that you land on a bullseye, that is how you mitigate risk. Now, that doesn't mean that there will be none, but you lower your chances of taking of these big risks. I don't go order 10,000 units of a product so I can get the best manufacturing cost of goods. I order 100 to 300 units to get proof of concept first, mitigate my risk. So if I make a new account using the same computer IP, they will be able to see I created a new and take it down? Yes. I've launched a product at half price it normally retails, and I am running about $50 a day. How long does it take to rank to page 1? It depends on how good you're converting. Rank is in direct correlation to sales velocity. So if you're getting 1 sale a day, you probably don't have the sales velocity to be climbing up rank significantly. Now, if you're doing 10, 5, 15 units a day, you're going to see a much higher increase in rank. It's funny that we've gotten 2 different comments today about the same exact thing. Let's pin it again. So the reason that, and it's both from people who follow me. Hit the unfollow if you're going to come in and spew nonsense. But your numbers displayed is the same for a year now. Well, sir, I actually have people who come into my lives every day, and they know that that's incorrect. And number 2, I change the numbers every single month. This is a year time frame, and I change the numbers every month. And let's do this. So they've been the same for a year now, right? Well, actually, if you go through my videos, because I use this account in my content a lot, you will see that a year ago, this account for the year did about 3 million in sales. And then we look at last month when I had this up, 3.6 mil, 28% growth year over year. And this is in a year time frame. And then we updated it a month later, 3.7. Yes, I guess $100,000. Once it's 4 million, I might notice. I do not think you will notice, sir, because you will no longer be able to see my content. Sorry. Can I send you a DM on TikTok and Insta? I can't explain everything on live, word limit. Sure. TikTok is better. I don't like IG. What are other ways of looking at products instead of black box? The Amazon search method, I have videos on that as well. Shoot, I thought you said they wouldn't know yet. No, they would. Here we go again. Yeah, I don't know. I don't get that. Like people like Sheep, Alex, Sea Urchin. Who else is in the live? Who's always up in the lives? I think those. Danny. I see you in the viewers. These people have seen the sales go up and up and up and up and up. But then people who are never in the live somehow are like, dude, your sales haven't changed in a year. I guess. How many products are you running? On this account, it's 9 including variations. Across all accounts, it is like 50 plus including variations. Bro, you do a course or coaching / mentoring? I do not do a course, but I do have a mentorship program, the Harvard of Amazon FBA private label education. What percentage are the profits on this account? 40% after everything. FBA fees, cost of goods, shipping, returns, PPC ads. I have a higher profit margin with PPC ads than all these wholesale and arbitrage sellers. I don't know why I said that. I'm just throwing them under the bus for no reason. Okay, I forgot to leave another charger up here. One of the chargers is on the YT live. Let me go get one so my phone doesn't die. How do you get reviews aside from Vine? Allegedly, friends and family. There's no such thing as a saturated market, Anonymous. I don't believe in that. I don't believe in the word saturated. You think there is a max amount of products you should do on one account to mitigate risk? No, I know somebody who has 700 SKUs on one account. Give me 30 seconds. Get a charger. We'll get rocking and rolling. My phone's at 3%. 30 seconds. Time. Do it. Let's do it. I literally said that I was going to keep a charger up here, but I forgot. Everything available once you sign up. Amazon Seller Central or get help from ChatGPT. Bro, don't let AI help you run your business. AI is great. I use it every day, y'all, but literally do not. Like, you'll ask ChatGPT, what's a good product to sell? It won't give you a good product to sell. You'll ask ChatGPT, how to run ads. It's not going to give you a proper strategy for ads. I'm not disputing AI. I love it. Probably use it every day. Don't do it. Don't use it for Amazon. I'm telling you. How much is your mentorship? It ranges between 3 to 5K. That was exactly 30 seconds. Hey, let's go. I told you. I'm 19, stuck in life. I don't know if I should go to college or Amazon FBA. I currently work at a warehouse. Yo, that was weird. I'll explain. The reason that was weird is Suffo. This is a trip, brother. I didn't go to college, right? I was working a warehouse job when I was 18 and 19. And I started selling on Amazon when I was 19. Now, my life has nothing to do with yours. I'm not saying like, oh, then if I did it, that's what you should do. You have to decide what's right for your life. But that just gave me some like deja vu. I almost didn't know if you were trolling. I was like, are you just saying my life right now? But yeah, man, I mean, I don't think college is for everyone. I think if you're going to be a doctor, a lawyer, engineer, nurse, yeah, you should go to college. I don't want my doctor to have learned from YouTube University. But like outside of that, what is the statistic? Like 40 or 50% of people who go to college don't even use their degree in the career path that they choose. Charcy, thank you so much for the follow. Son, thank you so much for the follow. Bro, we are the same. I might end up like you. Might be a sign. God's plan, Suffo. God's plan. But yeah, man, I mean, if whatever the business that you want to do is, go all in on that business. Don't and bro, I was feeling stuck in life at that time too. But by the time I was 19, that's when I decided I was going to start working on Amazon, because my birthday's in April. I launched January 2019. So I was 19, about to turn 20. But bro, I was stuck in life. I'm telling you. Also, being that young, man, you have time. Like, I think that people, because of the internet, if you're like, I'm not 20 years old with 19 Lamborghinis and a penthouse in Miami, I'm failing in life. Like, bro, at 19 years old, you could start something, go at it hard for 10 years and fail, and you're still only 29 years old. If you look at the average life expectancy, you still have 50 years. So I think that when you're young, it's the time to go all in on your dreams, because you definitely don't want to look back and be like, I wish I did this, I could have done this, I should have done this. And you have a lot of wiggle room. Even if you're 30, you still can start something, go at it for 2-3 years, fail, and you're 32, 33. You have a whole lifetime to live. You have more life to live on average than the life that you've already lived. How do you keep growing traction? My product always do well at first and then slow down, even with optimized PPC. Increasing my rank, launching new products, making sure that my rank stays where it is. Because if you get to page 1, doesn't mean that you're entitled to staying at page 1. Bro, I'm 19. You should just take the risk, man. I just launched my first product. Let's go, Aiden. I was 19 when I started too. Just don't overthink it. Hey, we got an amazing community up in here. For real, for real. Ooh, do I want anything from the Cheesecake Factory? Yes, I do. Thank you. Actually really inspired me. What up, Slimmy? Yeah, don't overthink it a lot, because I always have to remind myself it takes time. There you go. That's the mindset. Suffolk, thank you for the follow, my friend. We'll say this. You have more life to live than you've already lived. Bars. Thanks, Lino. I used to want to be a rapper, bro. I think I channeled that. That's a true story, by the way. I almost got a loan for 70 grand to go to LA recording school. Oh, what my life would look like now. I'm 55. I'm doing Amazon now. Are you 55, Alex? That's some G stuff, bro. Let's go. I love it. I absolutely love it. Honestly, Alex, you're always trolling in the live, so I don't know if you're serious or not. But regardless, I think so there we go. He's always trolling in the live. I don't know when he's serious or not. I'd say like 90% of the time he's trolling me. This amazing community has been built by an amazing mentor. I appreciate you, bro. I appreciate you. I'm nothing special, y'all. I'm just like all of you. And that's why, like, all of you who want to start, all the youngsters who are on here, like, I don't have this like, God didn't give me this special gift of selling on Amazon. You know what I mean? I was very blessed by God. I'm not saying it like that, but I'm skin, bone, blood, just like everybody else. And if I can do it, the kid who would party, the kid who would go to raves, the kid who was hooked on the za, the kid who went out and drank all the time, the kid who was very experimental with extracurricular things in terms of like substance, not other things. The kid who literally would party at some point 7 days a week, the kid who was sleeping on his best friend's couch, the kid who failed his driver test for 3 or 4 times, 19 years old, 18 years old, didn't have a car, didn't have a license, making $13 an hour at his making $13 an hour at his cousin's warehouse. Like, if I can do it, if I can figure it out, all of you can figure it out. And that's my biggest, if I could leave the world with one message, that would be the message. Don't give up, be resilient, keep at it. 2,600 in sales this week, 1,000 in ad spend. What you think? Ad spend a little high, but you're making progress, bro. I think that tool really helped. I think you got to get the conversion up, but right now, oh man, I mean, I think that is good. You're what, at a 40% tacos-ish. So you definitely start trimming the fat, trimming what's wasting, and then focusing on what is working, and double down on what's working, Slimmy. But 2,600 in sales, that's great. That's what I realized earlier this year. I work as a lineman on a mentor. Let's go. But y'all, we've been given an hour of straight value today, so let's do this. What's your average ROAS? I don't base I hardly ever look at ROAS. It's probably like anywhere from like 2 to 6x depending on the type of campaign that I'm running. I'm really focusing on tacos, my total advertising cost of sale, to see the overall profitability of my account. And like on the account that y'all see on the screen, we run anywhere from like a 7 to 9% total advertising cost of sale on that account. Slim, thank you for the follow. But if y'all wanted access to the Harvard of Amazon FBA private label education, access to me as a mentor, I didn't know that this automatically plays now. I actually kind of like that. Yeah, I like that. Anyways, y'all check out the AMZ Masterclass site in the TikTok bio. Check out this video. You guys can see everything that's included in the AMZ Masterclass. It is not everyone in here, but when people say, oh, you have a course, no, this is a course. All of this is a full ecosystem for Amazon sellers. Literally nothing compares. And if y'all were interested and having direct access to me, being able to message me proprietary questions, you get a one-on-one call with me. You would just click right here, go through this quick application, takes maybe 60 to 100 seconds. Actually fill it out properly. Don't do what I'm doing. I'm just speed running it for y'all. Hide this part so you don't see my phone number. And if you qualified, because we do deny like 90% of people who apply, you will be prompted to this page right here where you're going to be able to book a call with my onboarding coach, Adam. He's an absolute all-star, speaks for me, Amazon seller himself, and he is in the AMZ Masterclass. Give you guys a free clarity call, analyze your unique situation, give you a unique plan for your unique situation. Make sure to go check that out in the TikTok bio. And on that note, I hope you all have a blessed rest of your week. Early live tomorrow, most likely. Not late. It'll probably be like, I don't know, earlier than I usually go live. But God bless you all, and I hope you all have a good one.